What's your problem?
Well, Doc, I'm having trouble.
The doctor is in.
I'm having trouble integrating my bending with everything else, pretty much, especially sweep picking. Going in and out of sweeps, going to bending. In either way, it's inconsistent, and I'm not sure how to practice getting it smooth and consistent.
Let's do it this way. Very slowly. That's an A minor arpeggio, starting from the 5th string. A, C, E, A, C. Then getting the D, but then getting it with the ring, and then bending it to D. Good. Now do the opposite, so meaning. Okay, you have two problems, and they are stacked on top of each other, and that's why it's hard for you to solve, because you have to solve them separately. One problem is with your left hand, and one problem is with your right hand. The left hand problem is the most evident one. The point is this: when you play sweep picking, you want your thumb behind the neck. If your thumb is up here, you have no extension, you have no stretch power here to get to play an arpeggio. You have to get the thumb behind the neck so your hand can extend. So that's the position you want to be when you play a sweep picking arpeggio, or a scale, say. When you play a bend, though, you want your thumb here because you want to do this kind of movement to bend. The problem you have is that you have to switch the position, and this switch is not fluid. So what you have to do is to isolate this movement first. And the way to isolate it, it's so simple and so stupid that most people don't do it. Because the way to do this is to play one note this way, and another note this way. I'm playing the C note in this case, with my thumb just behind my index finger, say, and then I'm playing the D note, with thumb on top. So I'm just training this little movement here on my hand. Makes sense?
Yes.
Movement on my thumb. Of course, I have to move everything. I cannot just move the thumb. I can move the whole position because I have to grab this and be ready to do this. Once you do this, you can do this. But so I'm playing the C note as if I just finished the arpeggio, so with the thumb just behind here. Then I put down the D note, move my thumb up, play, actually bend it and come down, or just bend it and then vibrate, whatever you want. Whatever you want. But the point is, you see, it's a stupid exercise because it's not that they are playing this big thing or you're playing any, I mean, it doesn't even sound different if I do it wrong. But that's the left hand problem. And it is solved by doing this little exercise. Then, of course, you expand, you start doing two notes. Two notes with the thumb down, so the A and the C, say, and then the last note with the bend. And then three. Of course, but you also want to do the opposite, by the way.
Yeah.
Make sense?
Absolutely.
Now play the whole thing again so I can see again the right hand problem. And they can see it too. Now you see that he has a specific impostation for a specific position for the sweep arpeggio, which is great. It's a correct one. Just play sweep. And when you play the bend, that is all correct. It's not wrong, but the switch between those two positions, like for the left hand, the switch between those two positions is too abrupt. It's not been trained yet. It's not doing anything really wrong. It just have not done this enough times. So, same thing. You're going to play the sweep, and then you pick the last one and mute the other strings. Because what you're doing here is that you're sweeping through the 5 strings of the arpeggio, then you're playing the same string either up or down, whatever you want. In this case, you're only up. And then muting string. So you just work with only the right to get the movement. You see, I don't need to do big things here. This hand doesn't need to do much work. Make sense?
Yes.
It's pretty much there. So what you have to do is essentially you isolate the hands and you study the moment where you have to switch between one technique and the other, one hand at a time, and just the 2 or 3 notes around. Okay?
Yes.
Which, I know it feels stupid because this stuff looks really easy, and then you play the same 2 notes for 10 minutes, and so somebody's around your practice area, they're asking, Bryce, what are you doing? You play those 2 notes, you can play those 2 notes, and you're like, no, I can't, because that's not the point, okay? The point is to switch the position of the hands. Make sense? You do these, let's say 10 minutes a day, 20 minutes a day, in a couple of weeks, the movement is perfectly fluid.
Doctor's orders.
Doctor's orders. That's your prescription.
Perfect, thank you.
Thank you, Bryce.